Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we will be playing Final Fantasy XIV, which is the MMORPG as you might have guessed. I have played World of Warcraft on and off for the past 15 years or so, and recently took a break again. A few days ago I asked my friend, what if we played some other MMORPGs like Final Fantasy? Just to try them out. We don't need to beat the hardest raids on the hardest difficulties like we did in World of Warcraft. We can just breeze through all the new zones and explore everything we want to. We can just play through it at a slow pace and try another MMORPG once we feel like we've done quite a bit. No need to commit for thousands of hours to a single game. Something different than we are used to like World of Warcraft. But something else for a change is never bad, right? I will be sharing our experience within the game and give an insight of what we did and where we went. As you might have read in the title, this is the first time that we will be playing this game. Although technically not the first time, since around 5 to 6 years ago I reached level 13 and my friend level 26. But we have barely any memory of that, apart from some aesthetics in the first few zones. Well, keeping that in mind, we will count this as our first time playing through the whole game. On the last note, we will not be using any guides or look up anything on where to find a specific item, for example. We want a fresh experience without going over what the perfect route or class etc. is. Now, let's start off by closing the level gap between my friend's character and mine. We will be starting off at level 16, since I might have forgotten to record the first 3 levels. My class, as experienced players might have noticed, is an Arcanist, and I love my little pet Carbuncle. One thing I did notice is that the Topaz skill of my Carbuncle doesn't seem to work like the Ruby one works. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I couldn't figure out what if I did something wrong. At this point I am hunting mobs around La Noscea, if I pronounced that correctly, for the hunting log. I do not remember this at all, but it seems to be there before, since I do have some progression in the hunting log. After some time, I've managed to clear the first rank of the hunting log, which also got me to level 17. I went on by looking for the mobs in the second rank of the hunting log. I started off in western La Noscea and did some quests and fates if they were nearby and relatively close to my level. Halfway through the completion of the second hunting log rank, I got to level 18 already. It's going quite quickly in my opinion. Here in the western La Noscea I found the smith, who gave me some notice exercises to basic combat. I got scaled down to level 15, making me believe this is something you do somewhere in between level 10 to 15. I cannot deny that this is an amazing feature for the newer players as it acts as a tutorial, while being completely skippable. I did not skip it because it did give some nice experience and starter gear, which looks amazing in my opinion. Just look at this set. The music in this place is also great, just listen for a while. Being close to level 19 at the end of all the exercises, I immediately went back to completing the second rank of the hunting log. Now that I was done in the western La Noscea, for the hunting log at least, I figured out that I could use the ferry to get to my objectives quite quickly. I love these transport options. While being great to explore the world, it is also nice to have it once you have explored a decent chunk of the area. I got to the lower La Noscea with ferry. While doing a few quests in here as well, I managed to reach level 20 at this point, closing the gap between my friend's character and mine even further. I realized I might want to do main story quests as well, because it gives quite a bit more experience in the fates and the side quests. I went back to Limsa Lominsa, and when entering the city I was instantly met with this music. It feels so happy. It was nice to listen to while running through a small part of the city. After I've done all my duties in the city, I took the ferry to lower La Noscea via Elaport. For my hunting log I just need one more type of mob in the upper Landowskaya area, so we will be finishing that later. I noticed in the actions and trades menu that I have instantly learned the trade Maim and Mend, but I seem to miss enhanced 80 charge for my Topaz Carbuncle, which makes me feel like I need some quests to unlock it. Maybe we will find out later. I did some side quests in this area before I went on with my main story quest. Here I had to confront some suspicious pirates. I wonder what they're up to. I reported back my interaction with them and got to level 21 by doing this. I gotta be honest, it is weird that I'm unable to jump down into the harbor, but I can jump off cliffs? Why is it like this? I do wonder, because I cannot think of anything since it is within the same area. The pirates have apparently invaded our beloved harbor. We must stop them before they steal our ship. We stopped them with ease and saved the ship from being stolen. My friend was able to play at this point, so I went back to Limsa Lominsa to find a way to meet each other. Since he started in another region, we looked around the map to find the best way to get to each other. After a few minutes of checking connections on the map with ferries etc, he realized he could just teleport to Limsa Lominsa, so we met here despite the 5 level difference. I tried the teleport button as well, but I couldn't use it. He told me that he remembered the crystals on the map, which you can attune to unlock the teleporter. I did not unlock any of the crystals myself, and I was always wondering why it stayed unattuned while I was passing through the city or the town. Well, now we know. We checked what the best option would be to level together and did a few fates in the western Landowskaya before moving on towards upper Landowskaya. In this area my friend suddenly had the level 23 quest, but since I was not even level 22 yet, we tried to do some more fates in here to boost me to level 23, combined with the last hunting log mob I had left in here. After finishing the second rank of the hunting log, we immediately went on with the third rank in here as well for me. I asked him about his progression and he was apparently still in the first rank, since he also didn't remember anything about it. Reaching level 23 took a bit longer than expected, so I went back to Western Landowskaya to do one of my main story quests. Sadly, I had to leave the party to be able to do this one specifically. I did not expect this requirement to be here, since we are used to do whatever we want in World of Warcraft while being in the party. Even if you need to do something solo or in another phase, the party can still exist. This is a small bummer in my opinion, but not too bad, since we can just party up afterwards for the side quests and fates of course. But it would be nice if the option was still there to keep the party. Here I had to fight more pirates or something? I thought that we got rid of them back at the harbor. When I was done defeating them, a mysterious dark wizard randomly appeared and summoned some kind of demon? This felt super random for me, but it might be a start of something bigger later on, I suppose. Turning in the quest back in Limsa Lominsa made me reach level 23. The Admiral of Limsa Lominsa thanked me personally for getting rid of the pirates and defeating the Dark Wizard. This cutscene does have some voice acting which I missed a bit while doing the earlier parts of the main story quest. I would love to have at least all the main quests to be fully voice acted. Right now it feels random which cutscenes will be voice acted and which do not. After some more running around in Limsa Lominsa for my main quest, I was sent off to Gridania, where everyone, upon entering, collectively decided to reach level 4. I ran around Gridania and did a few easy level 1 to 3 quests around the city. After a quest or two, maybe 3, I realized that it might be better to save them for the newer classes, since we do remember that you can level every class on the same character. We just don't know how that works yet. In the meantime, my friend did the first and the second rank of his hunting log, so we were around the same point in that regard. Together we went to the North Shroud to check if there were some quests we could do despite the difference in our level. We didn't saw anything over there, but we did saw some level 30 fates, so we will check that one out later. Since this is still a little bit too high for me, we went to the central route to see what options were over there. While this was a bit on the high side, there were some mobs we needed for a hunting log. So, we did the ones we needed in the central shroud. This made me reach level 24, now being only 3 levels below our friend. After doing those, we went back to the north shroud, since we were near it anyway to get those mobs for the hunting logs as well. At this point, we were also wondering how I could get a mount, a chocobo. My friend had this already when he logged in at level 26. We couldn't find an answer to this question yet, but we thought I might be able to buy one around the level. I was going to check it later. When we were done in the north shroud, for the hunting log at least, my friend also reached level 28. We unlocked the crystal in the north shroud, Fogward Float. I might be mispronouncing that word, I don't know. But since he saw we could get some quest there at level 28 anyway and we were nearby, I mean, why not? Since we couldn't both do anything here for now, we went to the east shroud and hoped to find some quests to do together. Upon entering the east shroud, we saw some level 20 quests. Well, this is a bit on the low side for our friend. We decided to do those because we couldn't find any other quests to do together. We did some quests, fates, and killed some mobs for a hunting log before stumbling upon this level 20 fate called Lazy for You. And oh boy, were we in for a treat. This beast destroyed us. We didn't know why. It felt to us like a world boss. We tried it for a bit before we ran out of mana by spam healing my friend. We decided to leave this one out because it just felt undoable for the two of us. Before we left, we were in the area for some mobs for a hunting log anyway, and killed those to reach level 25. After being utterly destroyed, we moved on to the south shroud, since there were no quests left in the east shroud of course. Here we found a few level 22 quests. We made sure to unlock the crystal here in Corrimeel. After doing most of the quests and fate we could find, I reached level 26 and my friend level 29. Before moving on, we thought it would be a good time to go to bed, which is also a good point to end today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, while it being a different style video of course. Make sure to like it if you did, and even though we are not going to search anything online, if you happen to give some tips and tricks, we will read them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications if you liked the video and want to stay tuned for more. And of course, I hope I see you all in the next one. Bye bye!